Following elections that were held on August 24, 2022 in Angola, over 47 foreign dignitaries converged in the capital Luanda to witness President João Lourenço's inauguration ceremony as he began his second term of office. Security at the government square, the center of the presidential inauguration, was super tight as men and women in military gear formed a cordon round about the venue. The swearing-in of President Lourenço on 15 August 2022 came on the heels of a hotly contested election which the opposition disputed. Since Angola's hard-fought independence in 1975, the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, MPLA, has governed the country uninterrupted. On August 24, 2022, the MPLA won 51% of the vote, while the National Union for the Total Independence of Angola, UNITA, the MPLA's longtime opponent and former civil war rival, got about 44%, its best result on record, according to Angola's Electoral Commission. Leading figures that flew into Luanda to witness President João Lourenço's inauguration included African Union Commission AU Chairperson Moussa Faki Mahamat, Democratic Republic of the Congo President Felix Tshisekedi, Zimbabwe's Emmerson Mnangagwa, and Namibian President Hage Geingob. President Denis Sassou Nguesso of the Republic of Congo, President of Cape Verde Jose Maria Neves, Umaro Mokta Sissoko Embalo of Guinea-Bissau, and President Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo of Equatorial Guinea were also in attendance, including foreign dignitaries from Europe and the United States of America. President Hakainde Hichilema was also among the 47 other dignitaries that led delegations into Angola. The president's aircraft touched down at Luanda International Airport at about 10 hours Zambian time. The head of state was received by Angola's Secretary of State for Cooperation, Domingos Custodio Vela Lopes. Also on hand to welcome the head of state was Zambia's ambassador to Angola, His Excellency Lawrence Chalungmana, Foreign Affairs Permanent Secretary for International Relations and Cooperation, Isabel Lemba, and other senior members of the Zambian mission in Angola. President Hakainde Hichilema was accompanied by Acting Minister of Foreign Affairs Brenda Tambatamba and Principal Private Secretary Bradford Majila, among other senior government officials. The stage was finally set for the inauguration of President Lourenço as he walked into the arena. President Lorenzo vowed to devote himself to the role of president as he received instruments of power.
Momento em que o Presidente da República acaba por assinar o termo de posse nesta cerimónia de investidura.
President Lorenzo promised the people of Angola to continue with reforms aimed at encouraging private sector participation in the country's economy, as well as fighting youth unemployment.
Mais uma ovação por este importante momento protocolar assinalado aqui na Praça da República.
After the inauguration ceremony, President Hakainde Hichilema held closed-door talks with President Lorenzo, during which the two heads of state agreed on a number of issues, including increased economic cooperation between the two countries.
And the President mentioned to his counterpart that he wants our relations to move to a higher level of cooperation and into actual project-related cooperation. And they've agreed that immediately President Lorenzo settles down, the two are going to hold a state visit. President Hakainde Hichilema will be coming back to have a deeper engagement with his counterpart in the areas of building a road connection between the two countries, a railway connection between the two countries, increased cooperation in the petroleum sector, increased cooperation in the commerce and trade, so that Zambia can export its non-traditional exports, especially agro-products, into the Angolan market. Angola is a captive market for Zambia. Further, in the agriculture sector, there is an opportunity for cooperation, and Zambia has both competitive and comparative advantage.
The Zambian mission in Angola believes President Hichilema's participation in President Lorenzo's inauguration is important in harnessing the bilateral relations that exist between the two countries.
This was a good visit. Also, I want to mention that the President also utilized the event to interact with various leaders from other countries. Presidents from Congo, presidents from Namibia, the presidents from Portugal. We had prime ministers and foreign ministers from all these countries. There were about 47 foreign delegations. So it was very important for the president to have found time to be here. Diplomacy and the building of relations is done like this, to come physically and participate.
With the inauguration done, shortly before departure to Lusaka, President Hakainde Hichilema observed that Angola is a strategic country in Southern Africa. President Hichilema acknowledged Zambia's relationship with Angola in terms of trade and investment and expressed interest in Angola's oil.
Why should Angola buy beef from Brazil when we can provide the beef? We can provide the millet, the maize, we can provide other things, and vice versa, like you said. Why should we buy oil from the Middle East? Why? When Angola has the oil. I think these are the issues. And how can we not attend the inauguration ceremony of such a strategically located country, and the mutuality in the resource endowments and the goods and services that will arise? It's very important. And also, just to make sure that our relationships are warmer than ever before between the two countries, so that that equation side of peace, security, stability is assured to allow us to advance the economic side, trade and investment.
In the past few years, the government of Angola has been investing in massive oil infrastructure and is currently building 3 oil refineries at Soyo, Cabinda and Lobito, and further upgrading the one in the capital, Luanda. All the 4 refineries have a combined capacity of 360,000 barrels of oil per day. Zambia has been pushing to own a stake in the Lobito oil refinery project.
So that corridor, beyond processing of petroleum, is important. And we're looking at not just the port involvement, but the rail system, the Angola rail, the road system. As you know, the railway line from Angola into Kolwezi, Lubumbashi, passes just on top of us in northwestern province in a place called Ijimbe. So we'd like that connection to be done, and that will ease trade and investment.
The head of state highlighted the need to continue promoting good neighborliness and peace between the two countries, as trade can only thrive in a peaceful environment.
A lot of freedom fighters, Angolan freedom fighters, lived in Zambia. We lived together in Zambia, and they married. We married from them. So again, that people-to-people relationship is important. Then business to business, then government to government. That's the way it should work. By being symbiotically connected in that way, we will focus less on conflict, which breeds instability, more towards working together, trade and investment.
President Hichilema flew back to Lusaka and concluded his trip to Angola on the same day of the inauguration.